A Barnesville, Minnesota man has a niche market in the Western horse world. He's so well known for his craft, he doesn't need to advertise his business. He rides high on reputation.
This is how I start, right here.
Head downstairs in Cliff Langerood's home and you've entered a workshop, unlike most.
People ask me what I do for a living. They get really surprised. You know, a lot of people do. What you do?
Special tools line the walls. A vintage sewing machine still chugs along. And there's a distinct smell of leather.
I'm a saddle maker. I've made over 550 saddles. I number every one of them, you know. When you tool leather, you want to have some burnish there.
Saddles made the old-fashioned way. Cut, stretched, and shaped, all by hand. No fancy machines or high-tech tools here. Just some long days.
Skip every other one.
And lots of pounding.
I can build a plain saddle in 4 days if I don't get bothered. But I would say the average length of building a saddle down here is 7 to 8 days, you know, depending how fancy they are. I've had saddles take me a month because of the carving and all that.
Western saddles built to ride, tooled into works of art. Stand out from those made in a factory.
I use real sheepskin. Most saddles don't have that. They have imitation. I use American-made leather out of Wickett and Craig out of Pennsylvania. I use English bridle leather because it has wax and oil forced into it already, and it lasts a long time. It feels like it's broke in already when you get on it. A whole cow to build a saddle, yeah. Plus a whole sheep for the sheepskin.
Not all the work is done within these walls.
I love to have them make sure they fit horses. I usually go out and I got try-on trees that I'll put on horses' backs to make sure they fit before I build the saddle.
Langerood's custom saddles get around.
I have saddles in Maine, Florida, California, Texas, Montana, Colorado, all over.
He also makes bridles, breast collars, and does repair work. But he hasn't always been a full-time saddle maker.
I was a plumber for quite a few years, for 27 years. You know.
It's the attention to detail, the stamping, carving.
Now there are guys that can do this free-handed, but I'm not that much of an artist.
And sewing that Langerood works hard to perfect.
And I don't think I've ever made a saddle that I'm perfectly happy with. Because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, you know. You can't be a total perfectionist or you'd never make a living.
But make a living he does, just not the way most do.
If you do something you love, you never work a day in your life, you know that. I haven't worked for the last 23 years because I love doing this.
The base price for his saddle starts at $2,600.